We are here with Great Lakes Bee Supply doing a real quick video. We're going to be moving a hive. So this is a overwintered survivor hive. Was down here in the valley, what we call Maple Valley. We had a whole bunch of them down here. This is the last one that we're moving because we didn't really like the placement. It's out by the road, as you can hear right outside here. And we don't like it sitting this close to the ground and the leaves and all this good stuff. So we're gonna get them out of here. So we're moving this one. As you can see, we blocked over the entrance. It is a solid entrance still, not a screen entrance, screen bottom. It is 3 deeps high, and then there's a little spacer in on the top that we had on for winter feeding, and then a lid. So we just taped off the entrance, block them in entirely, and then we ratchet strapped on to make sure that this doesn't fall apart as we're picking it up and hauling it. So what we're going to do is pick it up and we're going to put it in the tractor, back of the tractor, and we're going to go up this hill over here, and we are going to place them right over here, right up in there with those 2 hives. Sorry, my screen isn't focusing there. Right with those 2 hives. So this is our class hives. This is going to be one of our class hives that's going to sit up here with the other 2. So we're making this move out of the pit down in here, the valley. So we blocked that entrance off and we're going to move them. Today it's probably about 55, maybe not even that. I bet maybe 52. Plenty cold enough, not expected to be warm for the next day or 2 at least. And the amount of warmth, it's still actually May 1st today. So what we're going to do is move them over here, and then we're going to set that hive down on a new stand, and we're going to leave them blocked off. We're going to leave the tape over their entrance for at least 2 more days after today. So the rest of the day, tonight, tomorrow, which is Monday, and probably all day Tuesday, and then Wednesday I'll come out and take the tape off and let them out. So what this does is, as long as weather is good, it's cool enough so that they don't get hot in their hive, this is going to allow us to move this hive more than 2 foot, but not 2 or 3 miles away, without all of the bees coming from where they're gonna go and coming all the way back over here to where they were, landing where their hive was and dying. We will have a little bit of drift from some of the foragers, but we have had really good experience putting them in and leaving them locked in for 2 or 3 days, and sometimes even longer if the weather is cooler, and having them essentially reset their GPS with very little drift back. So even though there is a little bit of drift coming from where their new home is to where their old home was, it's negligible. And as the brood is hatching out in this new hive, it is going to be calling its new location home anyway, so it will quickly make up for any drift losses. So this is how you can make a move. We did this last year on several hives with no problems whatsoever. We're going to be doing it again this year on several hives, and we're going to see how it works again. So, but it does do better than the 2 foot 2 mile rule. It's only can be done when the weather is cool enough, though, because you can't do this in the middle of the summer. You can't take a hive down here and move it to a new location and let it sit blocked with all the bees blocked in there when it's 75, 80, 85 degrees out. It's just not going to happen. It has to be cold. It has to be cool for the next couple of days in order for this to work, because they have to stay in the hive and they cannot overheat. They cannot get to any water, so they have to be able to be okay and be cool in there naturally, so that they don't have other issues. So if you have any questions, post them below. I'm going to come back with another little video here clip to add to the end once we get it moved over and do a little summary.